Hi guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing an absorption test on the Daydreamer diapers from Rearz. Adult diapers are medical devices that are used to manage incontinence. I've been incontinent for many years, so I make these videos for people who might be new to incontinence or just want to know about the different products that are available to help manage incontinence. So I recently got a pack of these Daydreamer diapers from Rearz. And these diapers have a very high capacity, and they also have a new type of transparent plastic, which is interesting. Another thing that affects how they absorb is not only the extremely high capacity of 11,000 milliliters, but also the fact that it has an acquisition zone. So you can see this purple area in the middle of the diaper is the acquisition zone. And that helps disperse the liquid throughout the diaper so that it absorbs quickly and evenly. So that should help prevent it from swelling up in the front before swelling up in the back, but we'll see. So you can see this diaper, even though it has 11,000 milliliter capacity, it's not like super bulky compared to other premium adult diapers. It's no more bulky than like a regular Rearz, or I don't know. It feels like there's more to it, right? And if you weight it, it's probably heavier. The thing is, there's more absorbent material inside of the diaper, even though it doesn't take up more space. So there's more of those super absorbent polymers that turn into gel. So, with that being said, I am anticipating that these diapers will swell up quite a bit, meaning that they'll be very discreet when they're dry, and then be a lot less discreet when they are wet. So I'm going to look at how absorbent they are, how the liquid is dispersed in the diaper, and how discreet they are when they're dry, and how discreet they are when they are wet. So I'm going to go change into one of these diapers, and that way you can see what they look like when they're dry. Then I'll show you again what they look like once they're wet. Once, one wetting, two wetting, three wettings. I anticipate these will hold 3 or 4 wettings, for me. For you, it might be more. I've got a very large bladder. So, take that into consideration. So, yeah. See you in a minute. Here's how they look when they're dry. So as you can see, even though they are very high capacity, they're not super bulky. These, they are, bulky diapers, right? They're for heavy incontinence, but they don't really seem, when they're dry, they don't really seem any more bulky than any other premium ABDL adult diaper. And here's how they look with some pants. And, normally I wear like some dark fitting or some loose fitting dark jeans because that was most discreet. So in this video, I thought maybe it'd be good to try on a different pair of pants. This is a pair of pants that are very discreet, but I think they're a little bit less discreet than dark jeans because they're kind of light colored, right? They're still very discreet, but I thought this would show you kind of more, give you a better idea of how discreet they are. But yeah, this is when they're dry, So like I said, because they're such a high capacity adult diaper, I expect them to swell up quite a bit when they're wet. So how discreet they are is gonna change, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's how they look when they're dry. Okay, so here is what they look like after one wetting. And so as you can see, um, these pants are fairly discreet, but this light color, it does, you can see already after just one wetting, I've got a bulge, just a little bit of a bulge in the front of my pants. So with that being said, I don't feel like it's super noticeable, but I can see it. I can see a little bit of a bulge in the front of my pants. And this is just after one wetting. So, you can see the back is completely dry while the front has swollen up a little bit. And it's a little odd because it kind of swelled up more on one side, you can see. But even though it has that acquisition zone, well, I mean, you can see, like, here's the front of the diaper, like that acquisition zone starts kind of down here. So the whole front of the diaper here, there's no acquisition zone. That might be part of it. But I think the main thing is that it's got those super absorbent polymers in here. So it all absorbed in the front. It didn't get, in between my legs or in the back yet. So, maybe an acquisition zone isn't the, end all to having that issue of it swelling up in the front before the back. All right, so here's how they look after a second wetting. So you can see the bulge hasn't really changed. I do feel like it has, maybe it's gotten a little bit bigger, but I mean, you can't really tell if you're wearing the right clothes still. They're still not too bad. So, you can see the front hasn't really changed a whole lot. It's still having that weird issue where one side is more bulged than the other side, which is kind of strange. I don't really know why it's doing that. But anyway, the back isn't wet yet, but I can feel it starting to swell up like right here in between my legs there. So the acquisition zone does seem to be doing its job, but I think the amount of absorbent polymers in this, it absorbs like really, really fast. And so, I mean, the acquisition zone isn't very effective, So, the acquisition zone does seem to make a difference in other diapers, but this one, it doesn't really seem like the acquisition zone is really doing anything. But who knows, guys? I think it might be even worse if it didn't have an acquisition zone. So anyway, this is how it looks after a second wetting. And, typically I can go about 3 wettings in my daily diaper, my Better Dry. But I can already tell, guys. I mean, this has like double the capacity of a Better Dry, right? So I can tell, guys, like I'm going to be able to get at least 4 wettings out of this diaper. So we'll see. We'll see how far this thing will go. I'm pretty sure after 4 wettings, it's not going to be discreet underneath my clothes anymore. But yeah, like I said, this is a diaper that I save for little space, so I don't wear this to work or anything. So, all right. So now we're going to see what it looks like after a 3rd wetting. Okay, guys. So I've wet this diaper for a 3rd time. You can see the bulge in the front hasn't really gotten any bigger, but now. I don't know if you can tell, but the back, I've got a bulge in the back of the diaper, and so it is, you know, the wetness is making its way to the back, as you can see. So, what's really strange, guys, about this diaper is that, you know how I talked about earlier how this side swelled up more than this side? So now if you look at the back, you see that? So it's swelled up on this side and not this side, which is the opposite side. It's very weird. It's very weird, guys. So basically, guys, this diaper is not distributing evenly. It's swelling up in random spots and not spreading out throughout the entirety of the diaper. So I've got a lump over here and a lump over here, and it's like kind of more dry over here. It's not dispersing the liquid evenly. It's not absorbing evenly. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the acquisition zone. I think that's just how these diapers work because of how much absorbent polymer there is. So my final thoughts on it, guys, is that, and by the way, so I did say I was going to try to go 4 wettings with this thing, but I'm at the point now, guys, where it's like, I've been in this diaper for several hours, like, I've got like a waddle going on, like, I'm ready to get out of this diaper, guys. I think it could probably handle 1 more wetting, but I can't. I can't handle 1 more wetting in this diaper. I need to change. So, yeah, I'm going to change out of this thing. Well, I'm going to change into a fresh one, you know what I mean? But, my final thoughts on super high capacity diapers like this, 11,000 milliliters, is that it's just more than you need. I'm not going to say that it's too much, you know? I do definitely trust this diaper. I would definitely trust this diaper on a long flight more than a regular premium adult diaper with like 5,000 milliliters, for instance. I wouldn't trust it any more than a Trest diaper, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to save these for little space, weekend, stuff like that, but I don't really think... The capacity is so much that you get to the point to where you've been in that diaper for several hours and you want to get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I am ready for a fresh diaper, and I feel like if I stay in this thing any longer, it's not going to leak or anything, but I'm going to risk getting a diaper rash, okay? So I'm very conflicted on these. I really like these diapers. They're really, really good diapers, but I don't think that I'm going to... I don't want to use the full capacity of them. The capacity is just too much. But that's it. So that's my absorbency test of these diapers. And I would say that, yeah, these are the first diapers where they just don't really absorb evenly. Like, it's swelled up on this side in the front and then on this side in the back. Weird. Very weird. So the acquisition zone is not really effective, probably because of how much absorbent polymers are in the diaper. So that's it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know that I got some requests for more videos like this one. It is kind of a tricky video to have on YouTube because YouTube likes to demonetize videos where you actually see me in a diaper. So makes it a little hard. So that's why I haven't made a lot of videos like this one. So we'll see if this one gets monetized. It probably isn't going to, but we'll see. So with that being said, consider supporting me on Patreon. I do have a lot of content on there. A lot of that content is geared towards ABDL, less to incontinence, but there is a little bit of a mix of both on both YouTube and on Patreon. It's, basically the stuff that can't get monetized will go on Patreon. So that's it for this video. See you next time.